Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard. Rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already up to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2 he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effect.
Psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 15 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Now Baker going to keep this himself.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to read.
And he is home for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
A peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But Mike...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 44, Mayfield to the right side to Eric Ebron. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And I think he got there. He did not. Trying to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that
they'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. A good throw here, finding Pascal. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
That wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any receiver in the NFL.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll give it to Mixon.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Game 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the pass finally gets way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A shotgun snap for Goff. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now it's gone. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Jones. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that's caught by Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Pick up at 2. Brings up second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
And, of course, you know, you wondered who would be that team this year to get the number 2 seed because, remember, as we all know in the past, they'd be home on the couch right now getting ready for the divisional round.
That is an excellent point. Instead now, they're playing for their playoff lives, and they can't worry about the idea that, well, in the past, we wouldn't be playing this weekend. The bottom line is, as the number 2 seed, you do have to play. The good thing, you have the home field advantage. They need to go ahead and play to that level.
And you just know that before the season, they were like everybody else thinking, oh, 7 playoff teams, yeah, add an extra one. That sounds great. And then you find out, oh, wait, we're the number 2 seed that has a disadvantage. Not as happy right now.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
At the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. He's going to let it go again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. The Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again is gone.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
Now this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Cowboys nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled down some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here,
Here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to NextGen stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
The Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for the Cowboys touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? The open man is Smith.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Goff. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that is incomplete.
On the throwaway.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them to the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they want to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards. On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, they got the yardage they need is there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as to understand where they are in the field? This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. having to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication.
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
3rd and 2, Hill. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hill. Smith catches left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To the air again, Hill. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Hill. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they'll try to run the option here. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Bears 7.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bears 7. Cowboys 3.
From the 22, Hill. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Chicago.
Now Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hill. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. Off of play action. Hill. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ndamukong Suh. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
It's third down.
Third and long. It's Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
And it's fourth down.
This one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Second and 10.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A field goal of 27-yard attempt.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Austin Eckler. 36 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others.
That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. That's out to the left flat and complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 36-yard line.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw again.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
On second down, here's the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's pass. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Hill. He'll get this to Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Taking a deep shot here. That's caught at the 25. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 32 on the play.
First down, Chicago.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Hill on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And again, it's Hill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the... And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19.
that time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Hill. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Hill throwing once more. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
The pass intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long.